boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. This is Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things ready through a common sense lens. And I am a DC fanboy, right? I've never hid this. We talk about this all the time. And I have said several times around this channel, I liked the Black Adam movie, right? So take my opinion on any movie out there for what it's worth when it comes on your opinion as far as the Black Adam movie. Now, I admit it's not a great Black Adam movie at all. I do think it's a halfway decent JSA movie. Of course, The Rock plays The Rock just like he does in every movie out there, and we kind of knew that going into it. But really the highlight, the bright spot of this movie was the Justice League, boys and girls, our JLA, the Justice League of America, our classic Justice Society guys out there, right? The JSA, the ones that showed up in that. And that, of course, was wonderful. I absolutely enjoyed those characters. I really thought that the Red Tornado, I really thought the Red Tornado chick was awesome. I thought the relationship with her and the little giant man guy, I thought they were fabulous together. She could have been a total girl boss, and she wasn't. And of course, and Hawkman was good too. And honestly, though, the biggest bright spot was, of course, Peirce Brosnan's Dr. Fate. I mean, Peirce Brosnan is an incredible actor to begin with. The guy crushes it in almost everything he's in. He was my first James Bond that I actually saw in theaters on the big screen. And honestly, I've just loved him in just about everything the guy's been in. So when I heard about this, when I saw him as Dr. Fate, I was like, yes, this is spot on. He did such an incredible job, and he was one of the biggest bright spots about it. Well, now we know with the James Gunn's DCU launch out there that a lot of that kind of stuff has been erased. We know that Black Adam movie wasn't very successful at the box office, and that basically sealed the fate of the DCEU. And so now we know that we've got things new out there. Well, Peirce Brosnan, in a recent interview with GQ, is saying that there are rumors out there about Dr. Fate even potentially showing up in Man of Tomorrow. And Peirce Brosnan sounds like he is all for returning to the role. But Common Nerd, you already said James Gunn's new universe erased all of the DCEU stuff. Yes, it did. But Peacemaker, boys and girls, any of the characters from James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie, yeah, Amanda Waller. So obviously we already know that there have been aspects of the DCEU that have bled over into James Gunn's new universe. And honestly, seeing Peirce Brosnan return as Dr. Fate, whether it's a variant or not, I am totally down for, and honestly could just make Man of Tomorrow even better of a movie, boys and girls, because honestly, what doesn't Peirce Brosnan make better? So we're going to share this article from CosmicBook.news, getting all the juicy details of what he said and some of the other speculation that's going on out there. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share it with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing. We just crossed 2,400, ladies and gentlemen. We're sailing our way towards 25 on our journey to 100,000, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Let me know what you think about all this. Did you enjoy Peirce Brosnan's caricature of Dr. Fate in the Black Adam movie? Did you think it was one of the major bright spots out of that movie like I did? Would you love to see him return as the role, or would you prefer to see all of the DCEU stuff just left on the heap of history and completely and totally forgotten? If not Peirce Brosnan, who would you like to see play Dr. Fate in the future of DC out there? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. If you support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. All right, boys and girls, from Will Harrigan over at CosmicBook.news. Dr. Fate is in Man of Tomorrow, says Peirce Brosnan. Interesting. I mean, if anybody's going to know, wouldn't it be the guy who played the character? Peirce Brosnan talked to GQ about his time playing Dr. Fate in Black Adam, saying he isn't chasing Marvel or DC roles, but he remains open to returning to them. And honestly, I mean, at this state, all of these guys could use whatever good, like, top A-shelf actors they could get at this point to bring some life to some of these characters. Am I right? Brosnan said he's heard talk about a Dr. Fate movie, a series, and even the characters showing up in the Superman Man of Tomorrow. He added that he enjoyed the philosophy behind Dr. Fate and would definitely be open to it. And honestly, dude, those scenes where, like, he's watching Hawkman getting ready to lose his temper and watch Hawkman get ready to go at it, Black Adam, and Dr. Fate, Peirce Brosnan's just like sitting back as Dr. Fate going, I just got to let this play out. I already know what's going to happen. I'll step in when things get too outrageous at the end, but I'm just going to sit there and let this happen. The boys have got to get this out. Hawkman's got to get, and I love it. Peirce Brosnan's just perfect Dr. Fate, just sitting back there going, yeah, I already know how this is going to play out. We're just going to let it happen. And I love it. He's like the senior member of the team, right? He's the JSA guy from the past. He's been around forever. He's trying to keep an eye on this stuff. I just love loved it. I loved it. So this is what Peirce says. No, I'm not banging down the door of a Marvel movie. I'm never banging down anyone's door. I mean, they know where to find me. It's not hard. He's what that new series over on Paramount that everybody's absolutely loving, the one about like the Irish mob or whatever. I really need to catch that. I've heard good things. I mean, they know where to find me. I've heard that Dr. Fate was going to have his own show or his own movie. I've heard that he's going to be in the next Superman movie. Well, that's certainly news to a lot of us out there now, isn't it? I enjoyed that. Me too, Peirce. The philosophy of that character very much, and I would definitely be open to it. Wink, wink, hint, hint. James Gunn, David Zaslav, wink, wink, hint, hint. I mean, this isn't unusual, right? We've seen Hollywood actors and actresses do this, right? We saw the fake story about Hunter Schafer being cast as Zelda getting put out there. We've heard other people talk. I mean, there's even interviews with David Cornsweet from way back in the day when Henry Cavill was still our Superman. And some of us, Henry Cavill will always be our Superman. But at the end of the, but like even he talked about that. He's like, yeah, that's who I would want to play. I would love to play Superman, but we already know Henry Cavill's playing Superman. So obviously that's not going to happen, right? So it's not out of the realm of possibility for actors to try to wish this stuff kind of into existence, put it out there. Because at the end of the day, this is exactly what it does, right? It gets the rumor mill running. It gets the news media outlets going. It starts putting this idea into people's head. This is exactly why they do this. And Peirce Brosnan has been in the industry for decades. If this guy doesn't know how the game, if you don't think this guy knows how the game played, well, I probably got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you. So Peirce knows exactly what he's doing, right? He's like, I'm not banging the door down, but you know where to find me. My number hasn't changed. Have your people call my people. My agent is still the same as he was during that era, Zaslav. So call me, baby. I mean, that's literally what it is, right? Like, we know what he's doing here, and I love it. I'm totally here for it. And I also fully support this. Hashtag Peirce Brosnan is Dr. Fate forever. Hashtag Peirce Brosnan is Dr. Fate forever. I'm just putting it out there in the world right now. I'm trying to manifest it just like Peirce Brosnan is. Although I believe we'll just pray for it afterwards, boys and girls. Maybe, Lord in heaven, if this really actually works out and the entire new DCU doesn't get completely and totally blown up, can we please have Peirce Brosnan back as Dr. Fate? We really loved him. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen. See, there we go. There we go. That's how you're supposed to properly do it. But either way, I like what he's doing. I like what he's seeing. I fully support this. Brosnan played Kent Nelson in the DCU as part of Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam. The film introduced the Justice Society and positioned Dr. Fate as one of the universe's most powerful characters. That version of the DC universe ended with James Gunn beginning to rebuild everything with the DCU slate. If Dr. Fate appeared in Man of Tomorrow, it likely would be a multiverse variant, which could signal that Gunn is willing to acknowledge or bridge elements directly from the old DCEU. That hasn't happened yet in any announced project, with the exception of all of the leftover characters that we have in the current DCEU. While Gunn has used the same actors and characters, such as John Cena's Peacemaker, Gunn's DCU has been treated as a clean slate, but pulling in Brosnan's Dr. Fate would be the first major crossover between eras, assuming it's true. Of course, Gunn would also be doing something similar and simply be using Brosnan as the DCU's Dr. Fate without any explanation. Gunn said Dr. Fate is in the Hall of Justice murals shown off in the Superman picture below, which is what Brosnan could be referring to. And yeah, this is something we saw. We saw all of this. This was something that went wild when all these videos leaked out there. So we know Dr. Fate exists in James Gunn's version of the DC universe out there. So why not let Peirce come back? Who cares? We ain't going to complain. The timing is interesting because Dwayne Johnson recently said he's moved on from DC and Black Adam, offering support to the new DCU and wishing James Gunn's reboot well. With Johnson out, Brosnan returning as a multiverse Fate becomes easier from a narrative standpoint. You don't have to worry about the Black Adam garbage backlash. Nothing is confirmed. Brosnan isn't campaigning for the role directly, but he is available and interested. If Gunn wants a mystical presence in the DCU, Dr. Fate remains one of the easiest ways to expand the supernatural corner of the new continuity. I mean, I'm still holding out for Constantine. Obviously, I can't wait for that. Come on, Keanu Reeves. Come on, Zaslav. Give me that second movie. Hurry up. We know the scripts are working. But like, honestly, I'd Constantine, but I'm not going to complain about Dr. Fate. I love Dr. Fate. Totally good with this. Let's see what else we got here. Man of Tomorrow gets released in theaters on July 9th, 2027. So we know that stuff's all being worked right now. It's all ongoing, so there's no reason you couldn't bring in Dr. Fate. You couldn't bring in Peirce Brosnan for this, especially if you're just going to do a cameo or maybe have him show up at the end to kind of help out with the big bad. Maybe kind of set up something for in the future. But at the end of the day, Peirce Brosnan wants it. I think most of the fans can agree that he absolutely crushed it as Dr. Fate. And I think a lot of fans would love to see him going forward. And clearly he's interested in it. You know, the guy's doing fine at his age. He's still getting around. You know, he's the perfect kind of thing for an elderly kind of Dr. Fate. Like, I'm down for it. I don't know if he knows more than we know, if he's just speculating or if he's just trying to hustle him way back into a role that he absolutely loves. But honestly, if the guy loves the role and he did such a good job at it, I'm totally good with Peirce Brosnan being Dr. Fate forever. I don't care what version of DC Universe is it. He's mystical, he's magical, who cares? Just leave it up as it's mystical, magical, timey-wimey thing. Don't ask too many questions. Peirce Brosnan's going to be our Dr. Fate forever. Just hold on to it. It's like Wolverine. It's like Hugh Jackman with X-Men and Wolverine. He's going to be Wolverine until he's 90, right? Let's keep Peirce Brosnan around as Dr. Fate until he's 100. I'm totally okay with this. But at the end of the day, boys and girls, we'll see what happens. There's a lot of things going on in DC right now. It's all in flux with the pending sale of Warner Brothers Discovery. Depending on who ends up buying it, whether it's Paramount Skydance, whether it's Saudi Arabia, whoever ends up getting it, all of this stuff is in flux to constantly change. But honestly, if we get Peirce Brosnan one more time as DC's Dr. Fate in the Man of Tomorrow movie, boys and girls, I will be very happy to see that. Because if he doesn't show up and they have anybody else play Dr. Fate, I'm simply not going to be happy with it in any way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, we will find out what happens. Because clearly, James Gunn, you need to call Peirce Brosnan. He wants the job. The fans love him, and it would be one of the smartest decisions you've made in a very long time. And trust me, James Gunn, you need all the smart decisions you can get right now, buddy, because your job is on the line, my friend, and things are not looking good. But you know what? You know what does look good? Peirce Brosnan is Dr. Fate. So listen to the fans, listen to Peirce, and make a good decision for once. A big shout out to all of our subscribers and members out there. Thanks for watching, and make sure you guys like and subscribe if you have not already.